Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have another NBA 2K roster update guide. So let's get one thing out of the way. This is a PS5 exclusive roster. Sorry for anybody that plays still on PS4 or plays on Xbox, PC, or even the Nintendo Switch. I do not make rosters on those platforms. I haven't, and I'm not going to anytime soon. It's not in the plans currently at the moment. Just isn't. Sorry. I play on PlayStation. The reason why I make these rosters and put them out to people is because I was putting in the rosters myself. Now, I wasn't taking as much care of the rosters as I'm taking more care of the rosters than what I used to do. I used to just normally update players' overalls and put them on the correct teams. I never fucked with like contracts or anything like that. I just put them on the correct teams and then played in my leagues and stuff like that. But now that I'm putting these rosters out for you guys, there is more care involved. There is more stuff. Okay? That's why I make them on PlayStation. It's not a preference. It's just what I'm playing on. Now, I'm still taking care of 2K22 because I know there's still an audience out there that still plays that game. That's the reason why I'm taking care of that. Okay, first things first, you're going to head over to Features, and you guys are going to want to go to Create Roster right here. Bam, Modern, User Created, and you guys are going to push Triangle. Search. Search by Online ID. If I have to say this again, search by Online ID. Do not search by content name. Okay? See how search by online ID is highlighted? Click it. And you should type in my gamer tag. There's no capitalization needed, no special characters. It is GreenMachineSam. S-A-M. Okay? There's no special characters, no capitalization needed, no numbers, no nothing, no spaces. Bam. It should be popping up below as well in bigger font so that you guys can see it a little bit better. And then it will bring up these rosters, okay? The top four are the ones that you want. These are the four that you want. You don't want anything down here. These down here, not worth it. Don't grab them. They're old. They're not going to have the correct players on the correct teams. Because this is before even the playoffs. This is like All-Star break and trade deadline rosters, okay? So it's not going to be very good. You can download any of these. Just grab one. It doesn't matter all that much. Okay, so NBA 2K24 roster update. These have the correct overalls. They have the correct players. The contracts are normally correct. Now, there is some stuff that can't be fixed. I can't fix players' hair. I can't put new shoes that aren't in the game on them. I can't do stuff like that. Okay, somebody asked me about player scans. I can't add player scans unless there's some way where I can put them onto a USB drive and enter them to the PlayStation, which I don't think would be the case because you're not allowed access into the actual game files of on consoles and stuff. So I don't think that would be the case. So, overalls have changed. Ages have changed. I've added a couple players. AJ Green's finally here. I know he doesn't look 100%. I'm still fixing him. And then just, players that have gotten moved, whether it's two ways, guaranteed contracts now. Whatever. They are all here now for the most part. I think like 98%, 99% of the players are on their correct rosters, are on the correct teams, are on the correct contracts, all that fun stuff. Okay? I'm missing a couple people. I'm missing Jordan Miller for the Clippers. I don't think I have him on their G League team. I know there's a couple people on G League teams that I just didn't feel like adding to the regular roster. Victor Oladipo is one. Jay Huff is another. Kendall Brown, Jalen Wilson, James Najee. Yeah, so he's not on their G League affiliate. But that's fine. It's not like it's a major player. It's a 68 overall, guard that has a limited ceiling. It's not going to change a whole ton. Positions. I do positions based off of how I feel like they would be rotated in and out. Size as well. Okay? Something in play style. If you're a wing, but you're bigger, kind of like Desmond Bane, who looks like a stockier 6'5", he can play small forward. Because if you don't start him, it is either David Roddy, John Karchnar, or Zaire Williams. Me personally, I'd rather have Desmond Bane with Marcus Smart and Derrick Rose out on the floor. That's just me. You can do what you want. Okay? So there's plenty of options. All the rotations have been manually set by me for the most part in terms of starting rotations. That does mean that some of the rotations aren't correct. I do it based off of how I would be starting the team if either I was running it in real life or in my eras. There's not anything wrong with it. They get reset when you go into my eras anyway. Now, playing now will be screwed up, but that's not really the problem, okay? So, this is still a good roster. It's nothing bad with the roster. It's going to be as close as you can get. This is still one of the better 2K23 rosters. I know one dude was like, why would I play with your roster? Your roster isn't 100%. Why can't I go find somebody else? Trust me, there's not a whole ton of people that update 2K23 and update 2K22. Jesus, I cannot speak today. It's a good roster. It's not bad. Age, contract, overalls, a lot of the stuff is going to be correct, and it's going to be a playable roster, especially if you're not too worried about like the individual aspects of things. It's a good roster. I'm still having fun playing 2K23. Now, I'm not playing it as much as I am playing a lot of other games currently at the moment, but it's still a good roster. I literally just got done playing a game with the Bulls that I'm rebuilding. I traded off a bunch of the pieces, and I'm rebuilding them. It's a fun time. So, like, somebody like the Blazers, I did start Shaden Sharp at small forward. Because if you don't, it's Matisse Thybulle, and then it's, like, Chris Murray or Jabari Walker. Me, personally, I would much rather go with Shaden Sharp starting than coming off the bench. That's just me, though. Especially if you manage stamina correctly, you shouldn't have a problem anyway. Now, look, this roster didn't have as much done to it as a 2K22, because 2K22 needed some rookies still, as well as some other stuff. But it's still a very good roster. It's playable. It's usable. You're going to have a fun time if you're still playing 23, if you're waiting for 24 to go on a big sale, or if you just don't plan on getting 24, or if you're coming back to 23 because 24's ass. Whatever the case may be, this is a usable roster that you should be able to enjoy relatively easy. Yes, some of the players don't look 100%. Yes, some of the badges aren't correct. Yes, some of the other little fine details might not be correct. Oh, he weighs 236 instead of 237. Ooh, big deal. You know, I do need to go through and get November and the rest of October birthdays done, but that isn't as big of an issue as some of the other stuff that you'd be more worried about, which is contracts, overall, stuff like that. I will try to go through and fix any accessories that might be misaligned. If there's any that you guys know of or see, let me know, comment them. I will be more than willing to go through and fix those so that people that also download the roster don't have the same problems. Same thing with the Detroit Pistons. I decided to do with a custom lineup. Thompson, Ivy, and Cunningham next to each other instead of Bogdanovich. Just my personal opinion that they should run. It's just me, right? I'm the one that chooses this stuff. I'm going to do it how I would do it if I was running in my eras. Like I said, overalls are correct. They're not my personal overalls. I have to state that every time because people think that it's my personal overalls. Trust me, my personal overalls would look a lot different than this. It's all 2K24, right? I'm basing everything off of 2K24. I'm basing everything off of, just stuff that I'm seeing in real life as well. Just, hey, this person got a contract extension. It's upwards of this much, so I'm only able to put in that much. Once I get 2K24, I'm going to be able to fine-tune the roster just a little bit more and get everything done. I'm just waiting on it. I'm not in a rush to play 2K24 currently at the moment, so it's not that big of a deal. I normally only buy a 2K on release day every 2 years. It's just not a game that I play online. I mean, I don't play a lot of games online, to be fair, but this is one of the ones that I don't really focus on the my career or the my team. So I don't really need to buy it every single year. I'm going to get to it when I get to it. If you guys enjoy this content or any of the content here on my channel, I'd appreciate if you guys stick around and subscribe. Like I said, it's a good roster. You're going to be able to play with it. But with that being said, guys, like I said, if you guys enjoy this content, please stick around and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos like this. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.